I'm at Suburban Station. There's a Chestnut Hill East train with the Reading Heritage car on it. 280. This? Man, had a nice shiny paint job on it. Looks like a shop job.
Next stop, William H. Gray, the 30th Street Station. This is a wheelchair accessible station. For connections to Septa Regional Rail, Market Frankfurt Line, Amtrak, and New Jersey Transit.
Clear on the pedestal, 5-4.
So we get everything on the way back, but Eddie's phone? Everything but Eddie's phone. Alright. See you down there. Deserve.
It's got an approach medium on the pedestal. Pretty bright LED signals here. This is the approach to Schuylkill interlocking. And we got a medium clear on the pedestal at Schuylkill.
This stop, William H. Gray, the 30th Street Station. Watch the gap when exiting. Have your key cards or passes ready to tap at the turnstiles to exit the station.
And today is February 20th. Several days after the raucous of the Super Bowl parade here when the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. Things have quieted down in town now. This is 30th Street Station.
Another day, right? Yes, sir. You're welcome.
It's been a long time since I did one of these. Last one I did was back in November when I took a ride up to Trenton. Clear on the pedestal at West.
Penn Medicine Station, a wheelchair accessible station for University of Pennsylvania and Children's Hospitals.
Where walnut interlocking used to be. I've done a number of Wilmington rides, but it's always interesting doing the Amtrak lines. Lots of action.
This stop, Penn Medicine Station. Watch the gap when exiting. Have your key cards or passes ready to tap at the turnstiles to exit the station.
During the Super Bowl parade, this station was not in operation. They skipped a lot of stations when they had the Super Bowl parade. They had a whole big, wild operations plan, limited stops on the trains. They ran in the morning and out in the afternoon. They did not serve Penn Medicine, and the employees who worked at the hospitals here were not too happy about it. But then again, how often do the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl? I had actually planned to go to the parade, but dealing with the big crowds, I think it's a bit much for someone my age. There's an Acela Express to Washington that we're not going to catch.
Next stop, Derby.
This is Civic. There's old Arsenal Tower dead ahead. Proceed per cab signals, what the flashing green signal means. This is Arsenal interlocking. Got an approach limited signal here. become the T5. Here we have a position light signal here, guarding fill, interlocking, at a limited clear here. Switch over to 4. Interlocking is fill. It's where the airport line diverges. The overhead bridge is CSX, the old B&O. On the left is the abandoned grill tower. On the left is the Elmwood Trolley Depot. Clear signal 57.
This stop, Derby. Watch your step when exiting.
Station is Derby. There's a long silver line of 4 set there, 6 cars. That's what they ran during the Super Bowl parade. 6-car trains, pretty much.
Next stop, Curtis Park. This stop, Curtis Park. Watch your step when exiting.
Curtis Park. Note the canopies, how they're slanted. Levittown used to have a design like that before it was modernized. We're not going to get much speed between stations on this line, especially in the near term.
Next stop, Sharon Hill. This stop, Sharon Hill. Watch your step when exiting.
Sharon Hill. Yeah, there are several stations in a straight line from here down to Prospect Park Moor. Clear signal 7-5. What's nice about doing Amtrak lines like this is not only am I helping Septa employees learn their territories, I'm also helping Amtrak employees learn them too.
Watch your step when exiting.
This is Folcroft. This line is the old Philadelphia, Wilmington, and Baltimore, later the Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, later the Pennsylvania Railroad, Penn Central, Conrail, now Amtrak. And it's starting to snow. They said we might have snow flurries and snow showers this afternoon.
Next stop, Glen Open.
Dry flakes. It's cold today. It's only in the upper 20s.
This stop, Glen Open. Watch your step when exiting.
Glen Olden. I I stood on that platform last summer. It was a lot warmer than this.
Next stop, Norwood. This stop, Norwood. Watch your step when exiting.
Norwood. Name of the game on a cold day like today is dress warmly. I got my thermals on. I got my thick Hilfiger jacket that is 25 years old. It looks practically brand new because I don't wear it all that often, but I'm wearing it today. Basically want to do things like this and go to places that have warm waiting rooms.
Next stop, Prospect Park Ward.
Clear signal
Next stop,
9-5.
Prospect Park Ward. Watch your step when exiting.
It's the first curve in several stations. Prospect Park, Moore. It's been a nice old stone depot here.
Next stop, Ridley Park. This stop, Ridley Park. Watch your step when exiting.
pleasant town of Ridley Park. Well, the next station we're coming to has some recent infamy. Crumlin. Recently, a train of GE Silverliner 4s caught fire. Had to evacuate the train. Thankfully, miraculously, no one was hurt or killed.
This stop, Crumlin. Watch your step when exiting.
Crumlin.
Next stop, Eddystone.
Clear signal, Baldwin interlocking.
This stop, Eddystone. Watch your step when exiting.
Eddystone, a former home of Baldwin Locomotive Works. Clear signal 127.
Just Chester Transit Center. This stop, Chester Transit Center. Watch your step when exiting.
Chester Transportation Center, Federal Revival style. It's a beautiful depot. Yeah, it's cold and snowflakes flying today, but it should get better starting tomorrow and through the weekend and into next week. Out here it's going to be like around 50, a little over 50.
Next stop, Highland Avenue.
Where the old Lamokan Tower used to be. Lamokan Station. And to pass under the Commodore Barry Bridge. Links Chester, Pennsylvania with Swedesboro, New Jersey. Wow, rough riding. It's a little dinky Highland Avenue station, part of Chester. clear signal for hook interlocking. Got a set of Silverliner 4s in Marcus Hook. I believe he originates in Marcus Hook. It's been sitting there for a while. Another monstrous set of Silverliner 4s, 6 cars. Marcus Hook is our last stop in Pennsylvania. Look at that, 6 gorgeous, absolutely stunning, scintillating Silverliner 4s. A lot of refineries here. Before we enter the curve up ahead, we'll cross the state line into Delaware, the first state. And an approach limited for Holly interlocking. Yeah, right here we're in Delaware. Stop will be the new Claymont, Delaware station. Replaced a smaller facility. Beautiful facility, this new station. 2 good-sized platforms, ample parking. Another U2 rail fan is behind me recording the ride. This is Claymont.
Construction open to the public on December 4th, 2023. Replacing a much older station right up the tracks that was outdated.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
It's far, but it's far cheaper and much less congestion than if you were to drive down here. Plus, I love trains too, so it kind of works out.
Okay, next stop, Wilmington.
Next stop, Wilmington. This is a wheelchair accessible station. For connections to Amtrak and Dark First State buses.
Next stop is Wilmington.
Well, right here is the old Claymont station.
All the way to New York. Some do. This particular one stops at Wilmington. Another over. Very nice view.
got a limited clear and Holly interlocking up ahead. That's where 4 and 1 tracks will end, and then you'll have just tracks 2 and 3.
Between New Jersey and Delaware, the only connection.
And you'll have the beginning of the Shellpot branch for Norfolk Southern. They call it the Edgemore branch, Shellpot branch. Here's where track 4 ends. Yeah, you got track 3. You got the 2 middle Norfolk Southern tracks, and track 2 on the extreme left. Norfolk Southern goes through south of Wilmington and accesses a number of secondary tracks, and it comes out the other side of Wilmington at Reagan interlocking. Clear signal at 221. Tower on the left is the old bell tower. Used to control movements in and out of Edgemore Yard. Ah, here it comes again. It's always following me, this thing. It's amazing. Look. I suck them in like a powerful magnet. It's amazing how many different places I've seen that. Okay, we got an approach signal. Signal 237. Unless the train is going all the way to Newark, we usually will go into Wilmington Station on track 1, so we have to slip through switches to get there.
And unlike New Jersey, you can pump it yourself. I believe New Jersey is the only state where you still can't pump your own gas, because Oregon, they recently allowed you to pump it yourself. I believe it started over the summer. Oregon also does not have a state sales tax either, so even though I live in Washington, California, would travel there to save money on big purchases.
Yeah, these Septa trains that terminate at Wilmington always get skunked here. Sometimes you have to wait for Amtrak traffic.
Delaware is the second smallest state after Rhode Island. It's not small. Like if you were to drive from Claymont, the northernmost point, to the southernmost point in Delaware, it would take you about 2 hours. So it's not like, if you think of small, it's not like that small. But I mean, it's definitely smaller than Pennsylvania. Yeah, because the drive from Marcus Hook to Erie would be probably about an 8-hour drive. So.
little sun through the flakes.
They only have one area code for the whole state.
Passing by the
302.
Wilmington shop on the left. Yeah, flakes are coming down a little harder now. We should have a better signal than this. We're probably waiting on some traffic. See some interesting locomotives here in the shop. See some Phase 7 painted stuff. Phase 7 painted GP 38-3 741 is here. What is this coming up on 2? Or whatever it is, we're waiting for that to pass. We got a stop signal at Landleth. Well, that power is switching off of 2. He's going into the yard. Okay, we got a medium clear signal at Landleth. Well, these two locomotives are former GO Transit locomotives. GP40 TCs, engines 526 and 520. This is Landleth interlocking. We'll be switching over to 2 here. I'm in Delaware going down south, but I can't escape the snow. In fact, this winter, they've been getting more snow down this way than we have had up on Long Island. Coming up, we have a medium clear at Wine Interlocking. This is where we enter track 1. And I'll be here about 45 minutes before I head
I
back.
think he's a YouTuber up in the. Yeah, I think I've seen. Yeah, I was talking about. I've watched his channel before. I'm subscribed to it. I don't think Penn doesn't have that videos. Well, I think he used to be an engineer. I think so. He's like really.
All right, entering
knowledgeable about, like,
Joseph R. Biden
Yeah.
Transportation Center, or Wilmington Penn Station. And it's the last stop. He's going to sit here on this track until he's ready to go back to Philly. I think he goes all the way to Doylestown. Just arrived here. Comes train 134 en route from Roanoke to New York. Look at the backs of those cars. They've been through some heavy snow. Further south, no doubt. And this will be our equipment back to Philadelphia. Leaves at 2:20. Here comes 125. Springfield, Mass. to Newport News, Virginia. You can see the Silverliner 5 sitting on track 1 for train 2518, departing 2:20 for Doylestown. This train 2166 arrives from Washington to Boston.